Spy is the worst class in TF2. This is probably a phrase you've heard before. Even with his insta-kill backstabs and ability to disappear into thin air, Spy has to be the weakest class in the entire game. Because his power relies solely on the opposing team and how good they are, if a team is good enough, a Spy can do little to stop them. This can be a big problem in competitive, where teams have a lot more communication and can call out when they get stabbed by a Spy. Now, as a professional Spy main, I am extremely qualified to talk about this, but that's a topic for another video. Today, I'm looking at a weapon that Spy has in his kit that is completely broken. It's unfair, unbalanced, and pretty frustrating to play against. Even a noob like me can take advantage of this weapon and dominate entire teams. The weapon I'm talking about, of course, is the Carnivore Kunai. The kunai is a weapon that replaces the stock butterfly knife. It's styled after traditional Southeastern Asian weapons. It gives a hefty health penalty of 55 HP, bringing your total down to 70. This makes it so that most burst damage weapons cross the one-shot threshold. Shotguns, rocket launchers, pipes, cabers, scatterguns, and melees will all kill you in one shot or leave you on your last legs. But the upside is even more extreme. When you backstab someone, you steal their HP. This overheal has a cap of 210, and the minimum you can steal is 75. So even if you stab someone with 1 HP, you'll steal 75. These weren't always the stats, however. It used to take away 65 HP, leaving you with a measly 60 HP maximum. When it first came out, it was actually seen as weak and underpowered, but with the small addition of 10 HP, people started to realize how completely broken this weapon was, and it quickly rose to the top of the tier lists. Here it sits today as probably the most used knife in the game, especially in pubs, and that's for a reason. Now you might be able to tell already, but this thing is completely overpowered. The ability to steal HP at a ratio of 1:1 is seen almost nowhere else in TF2, and that's for a reason. Being able to sustain yourself even while fighting is pretty broken. There's a reason Wall of Sandwich takes time to eat. If you could get all your HP back in the middle of a fight, it would be broken. That's also why Medic is so important. Well, guess what the kunai does? Even if you almost die trying to get to a backstab target and have 1 HP, you'll always have enough HP afterwards to escape or go for more kills. The amount of leeway 210 HP gives to a Spy is insane. He has so much freedom with trick stabs when he can take more damage than a soldier. He can instantly kill you, go invisible, and now can draw from all your teammates' HP pools for the low price of starting off with less HP. Not the most fun to fight against indeed. The problem isn't even getting killed by it. The stock knife and its reskins perform infinitely better at getting quality picks like medics or snipers. It's the aftermath of the stab, saying that Spy kill your clueless teammates and knowing he has way too much HP for you to ever handle. Even if he messes up the next 2 stabs, he can just cloak and run away. And if you run into a good Spy, good luck getting anything done. What I'm trying to say is that the biggest problem with the kunai is that there's almost no counterplay involved. You can't control your teammates. You can't control how loud they put their music or whether they wear headphones or not. So you shouldn't be punished for simply being on the same team as them. But you are. You're the one getting trick stabbed because your teammate was too lazy to check their backside or listen to a call out or plug in their headphones. You're the one that has to deal with it. It's the same problem with the Diamondback and the same problem with the Bizarre Bargain. Almost identical, in fact. Why do I have to deal with a 102 non-damage fall-off crit because my engineer didn't bother to destroy a sapper? It's not fun, there's no counterplay, and it makes for a broken weapon. The curious thing is when we look into competitive. In competitive, teams are smaller, players are better, and communication is imperative. If someone sees a player who probably shouldn't be there, this is where the kunai and other weapons like the diamondback and bizarre bargain fall off. When there's less people to leech off of, you tend to suffer. Spy in general is bad and competitive, and the kunai doesn't help. If you've ever played Reyna in Valorant, it's the same issue. She has one ability you can use before getting a kill. If their team is coordinated, you basically have nothing but your gun. None of Spy's knives have benefits that work before getting a kill, and getting kills in competitive as a spy is hard, which is why he isn't that good. The power of the kunai doesn't beat out the consistency of the stock knife because Spy's role is different. He's a pit class after all, and it's hard to benefit from the kunai's upside when his main role is to get a kill and die. It's the reason why people use the stock knife. Now let's talk about an extremely high skill combo that I see used way too much. Pairing the kunai and the dead ringer is the best combo Spy has. Why? Well, the kunai's downside is that before getting a stab, you have 70 HP. It all depends on whether you can get that first stab or not. But with the dead ringer, you can just ignore the health penalty completely. Just feign, get the damage resistance and speed, run to another clueless enemy, and stab them. Simple as that. There's not much you can really do to stop this. The dead ringer just gives the kunai spy even more space to wiggle into a good position for a backstab. It just fills me with joy to see a god trickstabber interp 5 dead ringer kunai spy make my entire team disappear and watch as he speeds towards me with more HP than a soldier. This combo makes me want to rip my eyes out and eat them whole. I've been talking about the kunai from the perspective of a disgruntled enemy, but I have to say the kunai is fun as hell. Wiping out an entire team is fun in any circumstance, but plowing through 12 people in infinite HP while half of them don't even know what game they're playing fills me with satisfaction. It's gotta be one of the best experiences in TF2, and it's the reason why I started playing Spy in the first place. In the end, I think the kunai could really use a nerf. It's in a bad state right now, and I see more Hail Zone kunais than any other weapon in the game. Also, I won't be making a video on the diamondback, as it would contain a lot of the points I used in this one. Just see this as an acknowledgement that I understand it exists. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to press the like button. If you want to see more bad content, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.